Happy Chainsaw Man Day! We are here for Chainsaw Man chapter 179. And we're gonna see how this whole thing kind of plays out when it comes to Yoru after she did what she did with the bang bang zippity bat bang, you know what I'm saying? She shot and just decimated everything. So there should be a lot of good like character moments. Hopefully, when it comes to Yoru and Asa, I need to see them talk at this point. If they ain't talking to each other, I'd be shocked to see this, okay? So, I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping to see, like, how Chainsaw Man's gonna get out of the situation. You know, we got this goddamn devil over there trying to give out blood, but will he accept it? Will he allow all the children to get freaking bodied and decimated? We'll have to find out. We got to find out. Welcome in, Desta. How are you doing? As you already know, go ahead, get the Shonen Jump app, put that thing up, and then you can go ahead and read it with me, react with me, and have the same feelings that we be feeling. Because this is Chainsaw Man time, baby. Chainsaw Man Day. Welcome in, Woke. Hope you're doing good, brother. Hope you're doing good. Let's go ahead and get this live reaction going. Chainsaw Man, chapter 179. Because apparently that's what we're calling it right now. I don't know what that means. I don't speak chainsaw. Does anybody speak chainsaw here to be able to understand what he's actually saying here? Because I really don't know what this man's saying. And he looked like he just pulled his ripcord, which I guess started him up a little bit because he is crawling. I mean, he did get some blood and everything too. So what's about to happen here? He's going over there. He's going to the devil. The devil's looking around, thinking about it. Okay, he's laying on his. No, he went past him. Oh, this is like I pick up the goddamn sign. Look at that. He's just not evil. He's just not evil. Like, I don't know. This Bushida's not a bad devil, it seems like, right? When faced with a situation as dire as this, he still refuses to go ahead and actually make this deal happen. He'd rather get donations of blood than to take somebody out. You know what I mean? Like I can respect that. I can respect that. Yeah, I got a master's degree in chainsaw. Oh, do you now? All right, well, you know, I need you to be my translator, okay? I need you to be my translator of what is actually saying. What is he talking about exactly, all right? Yeah, look, Bushido does not sacrifice children. You know what? I respect that. I respect you, Bushido. All right? You kind of the GOAT, if I'm being honest with you. Is your head completely empty? Oh, that's why he grabbed his head. Okay, interesting. And then there's Yoru with this empty space. Like, that's just... This image is so interesting to look at because it's just like massive hole because of her is just what we're seeing right now. Like, this is a very interesting visual and she's looking disgusted. That devil's trying to steal my glory. I mean, technically, I don't say stealing your glory per se. I mean, you already had your limelight, your moment, and your moment was a very massive shot. I mean, how much do you need exactly, Yoru? Like, you really do love like the accolades and admiration that you can get out of like showcasing your abilities, your power. Like, it really gets her going. It seems like I'm just saying. Also, it looks like she's still very shocked by the entire like situation here. She got the sweat in her face. Eyes are just like, oh, like this is those moments we were talking about before, right? This is the JJK Shibuya moment, right? This is it. Like, and you can see her really having her like this moment for herself. She can't allow this to like it is kind of overtaking her a little bit, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. He says, leave his boy Dingy alone. You know, I'm gonna take that. More than likely, he is saying that. Chainsaw Man's body's on his last legs. Isn't that enough to say you beat him? Let's stop, okay? Silence. Let me concentrate. No, he still isn't mine. But at this rate, I'm going to claim Chainsaw Man as my weapon. If Chainsaw Man becomes my weapon, Dingy can return to being an ordinary human. Both our wishes will be granted, like Fami said. Again, how does that work exactly? I mean, I guess in a way, they did find a way to like kind of separate in a way. Because they did it in part one, actually. So is that what we're kind of saying here? Because like, even then, it's like, I don't know. I mean, like, Puchita's him and Dingy's Puchita. Like, this is just kind of what we're doing at this point. I don't, like, what, the whole situation and what you're currently doing, I don't know if that's gonna make it to where they can separate, so you can be like, yeah, I got Chainsaw Man. He's my weapon. I don't think it's gonna work like that. I don't think it's gonna work like that. I don't know about that. I don't know what you were thinking exactly, but I don't think it's gonna work like that. Anna, how are you doing? You are up. She's awake. She's alive. All right, she's thinking about it. Do you really believe it'll work out like that? I was out here all of a sudden trying to spit some facts. I was okay, hold on a minute. Typically, you know, she'd be like a blundering kind of idiot situation. She's like, no, think about this. Like, is it really gonna go that smoothly? Do you really think it's just gonna be like boom, boom, pow, and that's it? Like, no. All right, I do, but apparently she's not really. She has her screws loose at this point. Like, she's a little drunk with power right now. She's a little drunk with power is what's going on at the moment. Ah, idiot! Give back my body! Stop fearing me! No, Asa. Fine. I'll back off for now. Interesting. You're afraid of me, Asa. That hurts. I mean, for what you just did, I mean, I'd be a little concerned myself, all right? Like, you out here massacring not just Chainsaw Man, Yoru. Like, there's others that are getting affected by this. Everybody with that used a gun, all their fingers are gone, all right? like you're affecting other things. Like, this is not as simple as what you say it is. That's what's so weird about this. Like, she doesn't see the context and what's actually going on here. Do you think it's possible that Asa is under family control because she was starved for friendship at the... Yo. Because, I mean, Desto, that's interesting. That's a very interesting, like, theory you got there. Because we don't know the full scope of what family can even do. And when they talk about starvation, when it comes to famine, when it comes to this thing, we always think about it about food. But it could actually be, like, something like this that can also be affected potentially. See, that's not impossible. That's not impossible at all. I mean, it makes me wonder if Yoru could even notice that. That's a very interesting idea. That's what I'm saying. She does seem to be like following her almost to a T, a little too much, and it's very odd. Even you do have a point there. Yeah, like the faith of it is very strong. You know what? That's such an interesting. That's a very good idea, Deso, because that makes a lot of sense for how she's been moving in the last like past chapters in general. Like we already know when it comes to how Asa feels. Like she struggles when it comes to trying to be friends with people, and she has like the social type of just like she's not good in a social setting. Like she's not that kind of person. She's not outgoing in that way. So her making connections has never been that easy for her. So that would make a lot of sense. But I need to see some confirmation before I fully subscribe to it, but that is something to keep in the back of our minds, because that might play later on. This might be actually something, Desto. You might be onto something. That's a very good idea. Almost blew my mind a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, what the, oh. Okay, I also switched back. Interesting. And she did not listen, bro. She trash. Sorry, I won't do nothing. Psych! I'm gonna do it again. Yo, please. Bang! Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh, it's another one of those too. Oh no! Oh. Now what? Huh? Let me read that. I just saw the picture. Is he stopping this? Hold on. War devil. I see, this attack was aimed at me. I can't believe she thinks she can kill me with this. What do you mean with... What? Neither Chainsaw Man nor War Devil are mature enough to talk to me. Time to have them grow up. Oh. Oh, oh, okay. I mean, it is a primal fear, but bro, what? She said, oh, brother, these children think they can handle this. Now, look, you can't touch me. I've been living for 8 billion years. What do you mean you can mess with me? Okay. Oh my God. Well, apparently this one is like, we're not doing this plan no more. It seems like Pochita ain't trying to eat me. So therefore, I'm going to have to start, whipping them up a little bit. I might have to throw little hands here, hands there, just so I can show you my dominance real quick, because I am nothing to play with. I am a man. I am the age of all creations, baby. You don't mess with this. You don't want to do this. Like, this is, I didn't expect that. I mean, part of me thought he was going to actually get hit, right? But he was going to, like, regenerate. I didn't think he was going to die, obviously, because, I mean, he has a primal fear. That wasn't going to work. As much power as Yoru has right now, she's still not on the level that she needs to be in order to defeat a primal fear at all things. Like, come on now. Come on now. That's insane, though. For him to just be like, oh, what is this bullet you got here? Get that out of here. Oh, turn the dust thing. What? I mean, impressive. Impressive. As we now confirm, Primal is stronger than Horseman. I mean, if you go based off of, like, base form, yes. Like, the Horsemen are only strong through circumstance. Primal fears are always strong, no matter what, because, like, they're primal fears. They're something to always be afraid of. You know what I mean? There's circumstances for the Horseman to be stronger because that fear grows. So, like technically speaking, primal fears should always be stronger than the four horsewomen. At least to me, that makes the most sense. To me, that makes the most sense. If they think Yanasa are gonna get aged up. So hold on. Are you assuming that the age devil is going to try to, like, actually age them? Like, that's not... I didn't think that's where we were going here. Granted, I mean, this could be a very interesting psychological hit on both Asa and Denji if they decide... Like, if this devil decides to do something like that. Just to flex his power a little bit. Just to showcase that, yo, I am something to be feared. And you need to take a step back, because y'all think y'all something, but you guys are actually nothing. At least not to me, okay? So that would be an interesting take. I was more thinking on the fact that he probably was gonna really showcase and flex his abilities to where like Asa and / Yoru cannot even touch him, because like he only let you touch him if you want you to, basically. Like, it's crazy to really think about this, given the fact that this same devil was like agreeing to get eaten by freaking Denji. Like, that's so weird. Oh, interesting. He's gonna do that from the darkness, fight against Manga. Yeah, exactly, right? Because, like, Manga was doing really good, and she was at the peak of her form. So for the fact that she still couldn't even take on darkness devil like that, but it makes sense though. Like I said, like, the primal fears are always feared. They're never not feared, is the thing here. So therefore, that's why these devils can't really match up in the same way. But it seems like they're not, like, malicious. Like from what I've been seeing so far from the primal devils, they're not very like malicious type of like devils for them to just, because if they really wanted to, they can mess up the world like just like that if they wanted to. But they're not doing that. That's not their MO. And then they said time to have them grow up. I was thinking that at face value. I don't know. I didn't really take it at face value per se. But at the same time, that's not impossible for them to for him to do. But my thing is, so let's say he does decide to do that, is it simply aging, or is it something of like an actual passage of time that happens? Like they actually like once the devil touches them, right? The devil allows them to have memories or in some ways implanted in that showcases how their life has gone as they get older or something. Is it gonna be something along those lines? Like I wonder if this is gonna like mess with some like a time space type of situation. I don't know how far it would go. I don't know how far it would go, because when it comes to Fujimoto, like it's not as simple as, oh, I'm just gonna turn you from 20 to 30 years old. Like it's not that simple, you know what I mean? Like Fujimoto, when it comes to his writing, he always adds in like a random twist, something that you don't really ever expect. So I am half expecting that it's gonna be something along the lines, if they decide to go that route, is gonna go along the lines of that. Because I mean, you're not wrong. Like from what he said, it sounds like he would go that route with his ability, seeing as who he is as the devil as well. I do wonder how that would, like, so I do wonder how that would actually work against Fuchida / Denji, because the Denji is not the one in control of the body at the moment. It's Fuchida. So like, would that technically age up Fuchida instead of Denji? Because they're two different entities ultimately, right? And so they're like this Fuchida's much older, as we know. So I wonder how that would actually be effective in any way. So I don't know. This is a very interesting chapter. Very short, I have to admit. Weirdly enough, it doesn't feel like there's too much to actually talk about this chapter this week. I do hope there's a chapter next week. It didn't say anything about a break. So, but I don't know. I haven't checked yet to know like if there's another chapter or not. For Asa to be afraid of Yoru, that's not really uncommon. I think, wasn't there another time within part 2 that she was actually afraid of Yoru? I think it was like the initial phase, actually, the start of it, actually, I'm talking about, that she was actually afraid, but she grew to not be afraid of her like that, but now she's afraid again. But regardless, like, as we see here, unfortunately, as much as like they gotten closer, there's still that discrepancy that's there, that Yoru is still gonna do what she's gonna do. Like, she can understand her feelings, but I don't think she really cares about her feelings in that same sense. Like, she might care about Asa to some level, but like when it comes to her goals and her aspirations, nothing's gonna get in the way of that, no matter what. So Asa can say whatever, but like it's not gonna matter at the end of the day. But I also find this gonna be very interesting as we move forward with this as well, because will Asa even allow Yoru to really take over the body again? Like, she could just like straight up lock her out if that's the case, right? Or unless is there like a time limit potentially on that? I have no idea actually, but I do wonder, because she is able to take control, as we saw. In a way, but that's because she was afraid. But still, like, I do wonder if there's a way to like maybe just lock her up and never really have her pop out again. Like, that is a possibility here when it comes to Yoru and Asa. Also, Devin, welcome in. How you doing? What are you going on there? What's going on? That's interesting. Side note, Yoru said, "Give me my body back, not our body." I think she's getting into a point where she's ready to drop Asa. Well, I feel like that's more of her cockiness, like her, like I think she's always thought that that's her body. I don't think she's ever said, "Hey, this is our body." Like, has she ever said any kind of comment like that? Because I don't think she has. I think she's always referred to it as her body at the end of the day. So I don't think. I mean, I doubt she'll actually drop her. I don't know, something about it. I feel like as mess up. As I said, this whole situation is going to be very interesting, because I don't know who actually truly has control over the body is the thing here. So this is like, there might be a power struggle, because there might be a breakdown of communication at this point. So I do wonder how like the situation is going to actually pan out at this point, because I'm not sure. Yeah, Yoru is 100% a brat. Like, she's so much of a brat. It's freaking ridiculous how much of a brat she is. Like, she need to get it together, man. God. Well, you know, that's fine. That's fine. If there's no chapter this next week, what we can do for next Tuesday is go to kick.com/Thabreakmaster, because we're going to watch some anime, because the new season starts and all the animes come out. So like watching Dandadan is going to be something we're going to be doing over there on kick.com/Thabreakmaster. So be sure you guys are following over there, so you know we can watch some Dandadan together and other animes that come out this season. Okay. And she really said she would give the body back when they defeat Chainsaw Man. We are getting close to at least. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I never thought she was gonna like straight up give the body. Like, I don't know. I never felt like as close as they're getting. I never felt as though that Yoru was like super on board with each other to a point where she's like, yeah, baby, we gonna be doing this together. This ain't freaking Venom. This ain't Venom. This ain't freaking Brock over here. But like, yeah, man, we best friends. Nah, they ain't best friends like that. She might have some type of level of care for her, but at the end of the day, she got goals and she has aspirations that she needs to do. All right, Thumber, how you doing? Yeah, she's always referred to as ours. Yeah. Oh, as ours. Wait. You talking about for Yoru? Really? Eating some quesadillas that are very bad for me, bro. Weren't you eating quesadillas like the last time I seen you? Actually. Yeah, Kishrin's gonna be back, baby. They're gonna be back, all right? this next season is like, there's so much anime that needs to be watched. There's so much that I need to stream it at this point, because there's just, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna keep up all this. Maybe I had a feeling, sir. Look, you gotta get a different meal, man. Gosh. So I'm saying she never intended to give the body back. That's why she was saying my body. Oh yeah. I don't know. I never really like felt like they were gonna like share it like that. I always thought that as time went on, technically speaking, that Yoru was being able to actually take more control of the body, like her brain waves and everything were actually taking over Asa's side of the thing here. You know what I mean? Like it's like slowly eating it away. But which maybe there could be actually an explanation why her personality has changed a little bit and why they accept each other a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like that is a possibility too, because we don't know exactly how the inner workings of the body works with these two in tandem at the moment. So all I know is they're in a weird spot where I don't know how they're gonna get out of this, or how Asa's gonna get out of the situation, I should say, because it seems like I guess so, right? The theory I was saying before, this is a while back, I was talking about when it comes to these two, that if like Denji or Asa's gonna die, I think Asa's still gonna be the one that ultimately ends up dying here. As much as the main character as she is, I do expect her to end up like getting got by the situation with Yoru, that ultimately she's gonna get eaten by her and the body's gonna be fully taken over, and then therefore, you know, that love story just cannot happen with Asa and Denji. There might be a little saving grace moment with them, but like I think that'll be about it. Like I don't see Asa surviving throughout this entirety and going into the next arc, if there is another arc, or next like part, I should say, not arc, but next part, if there's another part. So I don't know. It's gonna be a shame. Don't worry, I had salad today, and salad is tomorrow's lunch. Right, man, you really do eat very, very repetitively, I will say, Devin. I don't think they ever accepted each other. I think Asa just got too comfortable with her. You know, you got a point there. That could be actually true. This is Asa we're talking about. You know, I gotta stop giving her like a benefit of the doubt. She is the type of freaking chick that, like, we just seen with Family right now. She has a very weird trusting like nature within her, and like, I mean, again, Yoru is always with her. No matter how close they ultimately end up getting, I don't think Yoru is on the same page as Asa, but Asa is the type of woman, type of chick out here that's like, you know, maybe she ain't so bad after all. Maybe not all devils are so bad, but now she's being reminded, dang, devils are bad. So yeah, it's that naivete that she has, you know, and tricked herself into thinking Yoru was afraid. Yeah, exactly. I can definitely see that being the case here. And this is just a stark reminder, like how Attack on Titan is, where we got the Titans come by and like, dang, this is a reminder to humanity that we are still just cattle for these Titans. You're still cattle to Yoru at the end of the day, Asa. Don't think you're best friends. Don't think we're friends. Got to take out the main protein for dinner on yesterday, and I didn't want to order, so I did quesadillas from. Oh, okay, I got you. I can't even say nothing because I be eating like a lot of the same stuff all the time, anyways. We got a lot of food that needs to be cooked, so we'll see what happens when it comes to dinner tonight. But I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. What do you mean you can't hear me, woke? You better unplug those ears. All right, these are theories. These are facts that are being shown to us right now. But no, this was a nice little chapter. Also, I will say, when it comes to Puchita, all right, everything I was talking about before, how she might be a more ruthless one. Yeah, no, this sucker is just Puchita is too kind. Like, for a devil, you are very nice, and it's very weird how nice you actually are. It really makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder how the fight went down in hell in the first place. Like, I feel like Puchita at some point had to be more aggressive. Had to, at least maybe it's just towards the devils, because maybe because they're in hell, he was being more aggressive at that time. But he doesn't have any like beef with humans like that, so he's like, I would never really like sacrifice people or do these type of things. It's very interesting seeing like his viewpoint on stuff and how he's not that kind of devil to stoop so low. It's interesting to see his character really like evolve here, or just seeing his character in general, not necessarily evolve, but just his character in general, honestly. Streaming later tonight. I know you mentioned moving to Sundays, but I didn't know if you were. Oh no, I'm gonna start it next. Technically, like we might still stream on Sunday, this coming Sunday, but we'll still have the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday stream for the last week here. But then we'll switch it up. So when you see this coming Sunday, you won't see a stream from me on Monday, but you should see a stream from me from not from me, but from not Asa, from Anna on Monday, and then you'll see me back here or back over here actually over on YouTube and then on Twitch and everything. So that's how it's gonna do. That's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna do it. And Vegeta is not a devil but an angel. I mean, we really don't know the full makeup of what's going on with this freaking supposed devil in the first place. Like, we are already speculating that he might be like a devil that's capable of utilizing maybe like 2 different abilities or something. You know what I mean? That's why he has chainsaws to begin with. But this devil is not actually like he has some other, like the whole a racing ability, right? Where he can eat other devils and those devils are gone. They're totally out of existence. That's not what a chainsaw really does, right? So that's why we speculate that there might be like a 2-part situation here. This could be a situation because, I mean, as weird as the angel devil was, it's not impossible for something along the lines like a god devil even, right? Because people do fear God. So, like, you know what I mean? We don't know like the full scope of what was really going on with Vegeta, and that could be like the swerve that's going on here. So I wouldn't even put it past it. I wouldn't even put it past it that he might be like on some other holy kind of crap, man. I know you're joking, but at the same time, we don't really truly know what's going on with Vegeta. But Vegeta doesn't really act like an actual devil. Like he's not that kind of devil. It's weird to see how he is. I still find this is in a data book. Chainsaw Man was not listed with the other hybrids, but by himself. But that might be just because he's the main character. Nah. That's a hint by itself, Desto. Like, these data books, you gotta pay attention because they be doing that. They be doing that. I have a feeling that actually matters to some degree because he's not a hybrid. He's not your typical hybrid. There's something else, obviously, to Chainsaw Man that meets the eye. We don't really know yet, but we do know there's hints. There's been a lot of different things that's been showing up when it comes to Chainsaw Man and its story, that there is we know something's going on with Vegeta. We just don't know what. We're just waiting at this point to see what is. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That is a very interesting detail. I didn't know about that. Desto. So that's actually very interesting information you just gave me there. That makes me only solidify my thoughts that there is some foul play going on here when it comes to Vegeta and potentially what he's done. You know, maybe he wasn't just hurt by, because it really makes you wonder, like, because, like, well, I mean, he probably could have still probably been actually hurt by them, but, like, I don't know. Like, give or take a scene with how strong this man actually was and how quick he was able to take out other hybrids, you know what I mean? Fighting against the 4 horsemen, I feel like, especially in Hell, I feel like that, I wouldn't say it wasn't a battle, but I don't think he should have suffered as much damage as he did, because there could have been something else that put him into that position in the first place that weakened him so much, you know? Like I said, there's still so much that we don't know, and Fujimoto has done a really good job at being able to like kind of hide this. We haven't been able to really decipher the codes of what's going on with Vegeta here. So, I don't know. Vegeta's a very interesting individual, a very interesting character, and all I know is you got to keep an eye on this dude and how kind this man is. I mean, this could be also just influenced through Denji, but I really don't think that's just it. I don't think that's the case here. I think that's just how he is in a way. I think it's part of the reason why he was able to actually trust a human being like freaking like Denji in the first place, because he's not an all bad devil like that. So I don't know. Very interesting stuff going on here, I will say. So I do like that moment at the end of the day where he's like, I still want some blood, but not like this. But not like this. He is a good boy. Vegeta is a good boy. All right. You do good things. And I just know Yoru got to get out this power trip, because Yoru is literally losing her goddamn mind, has straight up power trip, like maniac kind of moments in this chapter here. And she's just got to be stopped. Like she's drunk with power, and I don't know if Yasa can even stop her at this point now. It ain't looking good. It's not looking too good right now. And I love the fact that we have to showcase once again why our primal devils are primal devils to begin with. Like, why are they so strong in the first place? I really love that little swerve, because I feel like we all kind of like, took a step back, or we kept thinking maybe that double wasn't going to be that much, right? But no, he's nothing to play with, and I like that. I'm glad that's the case here. I am glad that's the case here. You're getting a crazy amount of action. I feel like once this is over, Fujimoto is going to start revealing a lot, especially yeah. So that is a very good thing to say here, because I do agree with you on that. I do feel like, because I mean, the fact that Fujimoto already has like another series in mind makes me think that there's gonna be like there might not be like a part 3 of Chainsaw Man. I think whatever this all is said and done in part 2, I think that's gonna be it for Chainsaw Man in of itself. So I don't think it's gonna end like super soon, but I do see that there is an ending here, and if that's the case, I can see them, especially after this. Maybe no, I wouldn't say even after this arc. I mean, maybe it could be after this arc. After this whole thing's like said and done, we might really start like, this might be the information war type of situation where a lot of bombshells start to really like showcase itself. And I'm not making a Rize pun here, but I'm just saying like there might be like a bombshell situation where we start revealing a lot of things, like how One Piece is right now, where everything's finally getting revealed and we're finally having to understand everything and everything's coming together and all the pieces are finally falling down like a puzzle. So I think that's what Fujimoto is going to start really doing here too. So I do agree with you on that. Is Yoru gaslighting? In what way? What do you mean? What do you mean? 20 chapters still 200. And we were talking about that possibility. Yeah, being the NC. Yeah, you got a point. I don't know. 20 chapters is a lot, but with how the pacing of the manga has been, because I always like when I said that, I always expected that the manga was going to go a little bit quicker than what it was giving us. Like, there are literal chapters that only did, like, one thing and nothing else. There really wasn't much to talk about. Like, there's really, really small moments. And it was very slow in a lot of sections, which is why people are having problems with Chainsaw Man in part 2 to begin with, especially with this arc here. It really picked up because of all the action, but once it starts to slow down again, I do wonder if people are going to keep their interest into it. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it might end maybe, I'll probably roughly give it like maybe 250 or something. I feel like maybe that might be like the sweet spot potentially on it. Somewhere around there where it's like a full complete volume of stuff. I don't see it lasting much longer than that though. That gives us what, 70 chapters basically at most, so that gives us at least like one little extra small arc, and then the finale arc, right? Like that could be what we're doing here, because I do feel like this particular arc that we're in right now is coming to an end here, especially considering how action packed it all is right now, because there's a lot going on. She absolutely gaslight Asa. Oh yeah, you talking about for that? Yeah. No, that was 100% gaslight. Yoru 100% gaslight freaking Asa. Got played like a goddamn fiddle, all right? God dang, she got played. But no, when it comes to the end, I feel like we still have a bit more. I mean, like we just been seeing with freaking One Piece. One Piece out here was it's a Mr. Oda Sensei, bro. This dude was saying, man, like what was it like? What year was it when he said, "Oh, the manga's gonna end in 5 years"? It's like it's almost already been 5 years at this point, and you still ain't done, bro. You still got like another 5 years in you. Now, granted, I was making that excuse for him that at least when it comes to One Piece, there was like other things that was going on, because there is the live action that was happening. There's this new little like not like a reboot in a way of One Piece that I'm pretty sure he's looking at. So like there's a lot of stuff One Piece related that I think Oda had to pay attention to where he had to start taking more breaks and, you know, take a step back a little bit from the manga. So that's part of the reason why he was like much slower. Maybe if that didn't happen, he'll actually be on his actual time frame, but he's really not. He's really not, all right. 215 or 250. 250. I'm assuming him is going to be around 250. I don't think 215. I feel like at that point it's too soon. I can't see it ending that soon. I do see it ending. I don't see Chainsaw Man having like a really like long run like that. I don't even think Fujimoto wants to do a super long run with Chainsaw Man to begin with. I really don't see that being the case here. Like, this is a pretty lengthy manga in of itself, and you already know when it comes to where Shonen Jump is at and where just manga is currently at the moment, we don't really do like chapter 300, chapter 400. We don't go to those lengths like that anymore. Like a lot of short and sweet series are kind of what we're looking at this point, which is maybe part of the reason why we're getting like JJK ending, why we're getting also My Hero Academia ending, why you're getting all these things ending at a more of like a rough type of end, whereas it's not really being like built together here to make it make more sense. Maybe that's what's going on here, because people got small attention spans and they rather watch maybe something even new. Granted, I don't really agree with that take, because that don't make no sense to me. Like, if there's an IP that I thoroughly enjoy, I will always keep up with it until it ends. Like, if I really like it, I'm gonna keep watching it. I mean, if I'm already deep in it, I'm not gonna stop watching it. Like, once you got me, I'm in there at this point. Like, freaking, like, My Hero Academia is exactly that. I'm gonna finish it because I'm already too far in to not finish it. So, like, when it comes to Chainsaw Man, like, if you wanted to go far beyond that, he can, but I just don't see Fujimoto doing that. I feel like he has other aspirations and goals himself that he would like to do that doesn't pertain to Denji, doesn't pertain to just Chainsaw Man like that. You know what I mean? So I don't see that being the case here. JK ends on chapter freaking, that is a very, why on an odd number? Oh God. Yes, this is such a random odd number. Why would you do that for? That's weird. 2018, he said it would end in 5 years. Exactly, see? Exactly. It's like a lie, bro. We're not even close to that, guy. I mean, we're not going close. We're already past that at this point. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? But like I said, there's things that happen. But even then, even with the stuff happening, I don't think he would have been able to finish it with the 5 years unless he started really speed blitzing through it. But he doesn't want to do that. Also, I'm really just hoping, because of how One Piece is and how respected Oda Sensei is, I do hope ultimately this has a good ending and they don't rush it like how they've been doing with these other shonen mangas. I am concerned, but it should be fine. When I got away from him, he did not expect it to be that long. Yeah. Well, that's the thing though. When it comes to Oda, he has a tendency of wanting to add so many little details into every arc. And there's so many different details and things that he wants to put in there. Some of it is like literally not like nonsensical. And their editors got to sometimes tell him, hey, don't add that in there. Because he just has too many ideas. And or maybe place the idea somewhere else. So like Elbath is going to have all other kind of ideas that we're going to be getting into. But that's for a conversation for another time. We will be talking about One Piece. And that will be a stream over on not just on here, but also on Twitch. We'll be multi-streaming. And we'll be reading One Piece live on the channel. So if you want to know my thoughts on it and my reactions, be prepared for that. Sunday is the day. That's the official release for the Shonen Jump app. So that's how I'll read it. So if you want to be a part of that conversation, make sure you also stay subscribed so you can be a part of the One Piece discussions, okay? Because we're going to be doing this. It's about to happen, all right? Yeah, well, yeah, when I was 5 years by itself, exactly. But overall, guys, I got to ask the question, though. When it comes to Chainsaw Man chapter 179, what would you give it this week's when it comes to like a rating? What would you give it this week? For me, I've been thinking about it as I've been talking about, like, all the stuff we've been talking about. I want to probably give this like I feel like this chapter didn't have a lot going on. This is a nice character moment, like situation. I want to give it maybe a 7.5. Yeah. So bad Chainsaw Man for me. I'll give it. Yeah, you see, you thought the same thing. I'll give it a 7.5. Like, this is not the greatest chapter of all time. It's still a good chapter. Don't get me wrong. So because 7.5 is good. But I wouldn't want to give it too high, given that I've seen better from what he can do. But this is one of those things where things are getting set up, and more than likely, potentially, this is like a little bit of my idea for next chapter. Is we're really gonna start showcasing what the Age Devil can really do. He might go off the books even to a point where this might bother the safety division, because the safety division needs to work with him, right? But he doesn't need to work with the safety division. So I do wonder, he might go off the book a little bit to do the whole aging thing. And like I said, when it comes to his ability, I do wonder if when it comes to aging somebody, does memories flow through of you, a passage of time actually happening, you've been through a lot, but also time hasn't really moved around, in present time, how you are standing here, but your mental state and how your body grows through the age, right? Through the age range can be something that's happening here. And also I do wonder too, because the question also becomes if that is an ability that he's capable of doing with Yoru Asa, because they're, the same individual technically speaking. So Yoru still is in a human body. Will it affect the devil in some way? We already know devils already age in a weird way. They last for a very long time. So like, how would that actually affect Yoru? Because more likely should only affect Asa then, right? So I don't know if this is a good idea, but this might make it to where she might be incapacitated. Like, she can't do anything. When it comes to Pochita size Denji's not even there at this point. This is all Pochita, so he can actually take this aging. Granted, it might even bring him back to where he can stand up and walk around, because like over time I like to think that Denji slash Pochita could like regenerate in some way, right? He'll get himself together. So if he decides to do that, he might become like freaking like Yu-Gi-Oh, right? With Time Wizard, and he had Time Wizard aging up freaking the Dark Magician, and he was a Sage Magician, and he was actually more OP than he was currently. Like, he might put this sucker to like a higher level to where he can't even touch him no more. You know what I mean? Like, that can literally be like the twist you don't even expect to happen. So I just want to throw that out there. That is a possibility. That is a possibility, okay? But we'll see what happens. I know he's gonna use his age ability to some degree. I do wonder if the kids are still okay or not, because I mean, from what we saw last time from the safety division, they were looking at children. So, you know, they look like they're about to, you know, get crazy out here. But we'll see what happens here. So I think that's mostly what we're gonna be dealing with the next chapter, is probably him. And maybe there might be like a random surprise of other maybe safety division people that might come through, given the situation at hand. I feel like there's not gonna be a lot happening, but it should be very interesting to look at, especially considering that we're getting like to see the better scope of another Primal Devil's abilities. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. This thing in the chapter was retextualizing Asa. Yeah, exactly. Yes, and I do appreciate that, because it really kind of helps us understand them on a deeper level that we needed. Pose Yoshi's body with a stick, do something. Look, he ain't coming back, bro. Look, he ain't coming back until way later or something. We might not even see him at the end of this. Like this whole arc can be done before we actually see them again. Like, I don't expect to see him. I'll be honest with you. But all right, if you guys can real quick, helps me out. Can you like the stream? It helps with the algorithm, to push it out to more people. If y'all just like it real quick, I do appreciate that. And if you leave a comment, that also helps as well, to leave comments on the stream. If you have conversations, think pieces that you might come through, like, dang, I didn't say it's in the stream. Let me put it as a comment. I will read it and I will reply to it. So do that, please. I do appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that goddamn subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified whenever I go live and or create a video, because that's what we do over here. There is going to be a lot more content on the way here soon. I keep saying this, but for a fact, I will get it done. There's going to be a bunch of different dub thought videos coming out, because there's a lot of dubs that came out, and I have a lot of opinions on a lot of dubs right now, because I've been seeing some weird things going on when it comes to English dubbing, and it needs to be addressed. And if ain't nobody else gonna do it, I'm gonna have to do it, all right? So we got some videos here coming real soon, okay? What if family kidnaps Pochita while aging is busy disciplining Yoru, then stars him? So, bro, it can be like the great big heist. That's insane. That would be cool though. I like that idea. I do like that idea, because that puts it into a different perspective. But at the same time, I don't know if that's even a good idea, because like on one hand, I get it. But on the other hand, if you really think about it, this devil already was like showcasing, like, I ain't scared of this. I'm far beyond y'all. Y'all all little babies to me. So like, what are you doing? Like, even if Family had control of the devil of Chainsaw Man at that point, I mean, are they gonna run away? Cause I'm assuming they're gonna run away. They ain't trying to fight this, because that's a bad move. And or remember, Family did have control over another primal devil. So maybe she might be able to find a way to actually control this devil as well. Like, Family could be holding all the cards. Family could be the one that really pop out towards the end. And you have me thinking. That's an idea. Family, it might be the wild card that might pop out in next chapter, but we don't know yet. I don't know. We haven't seen this chick for a good minute, for a hot minute. But keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. I like your idea. All right, guys. I will catch you guys here in the next... I'll give me about like 2 hours or so. 2 hours and some change, because I will be over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster, where we'll be reading some Kagurabachi and some Down to Dawn, right? So we got two mangas we're going to be reading. If we get past that quick enough, I would like to see if there's like a little small scary game that me and Anna could play together, you know, do something a little spooky together. I haven't done that yet, ever, so this should be something to do. So I would like to try that. I don't think she knows about this. I'm just bringing it up right now. So we'll find out. The new Kagura butt cheek chapter was straight gas. No pun. No, there was a whole pun there, woke. There was a whole pun there. Cause come on, man. But I'm looking forward to it, man. Having not being shown in so long, making me nervous for sure. Oh yeah, she is cooking something up, and it's not that. What are you making that face? Yeah, what's that face for? All right. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you like the stream, man. All right, guys. Drink your water. Take your vitamins. Until then, people, break out the wire.